Hi, welcome to EMS Today 2016. I'm Christina Ackerman with GEMS, here in the Pulsera booth with Brandon Means. Brandon, thank you for having us. So
Nice
tell
to
me
be
a
here.
little bit more about this platform that we're looking at today.
So Pulsera, we are revolutionizing healthcare for time-sensitive emergencies by mobilizing acute care teams regardless of where the patient is. We transmit data and information from wherever the patient is to an entire care team with a couple taps of a button using mobile technology. So to break it down for you, imagine that you're having a time-sensitive emergency that needs a whole team of providers like a stroke. So if you're having a stroke, you're at your house, EMS shows up, and using mobile technology, I can enter a couple bits of information, your first and last name. I can take pictures. I can take a picture of an EKG, of your driver's license, a medication list, anything that's going to be pertinent to your care, and I can get that information to the hospital. What that allows them to do is adequately prepare for your arrival. So they can mobilize teams, they can call in the correct resources, they can get their team ready and know not only what's coming in, but who's coming in. So they can have access to your medical records. They know what type of care that you may need. And it also provides very transparent communication between the field and the hospital, eliminating the radio report and eliminating the need for archaic technologies that are currently being used to call in on-call teams like pagers, fax machines, all these back-end phone calls. So we really streamline communication, and by doing that, we're improving outcomes. We're shaving tons of time off of door-to-needle and door-to-balloon for strokes and STEMIs.
All right, so I see you've got two different devices here. Tell me more about how they're interfacing with each other.
Good question. So they interface using a cloud-based technology. So anything input into a device can communicate with anyone else on the care team through the cloud. And an important piece to remember is that so I can enter vital information about you that's going to be beneficial to your care without anything being saved on my personal device. So you might wonder, what devices can we use? Any iOS or Android smart device, tablets, smartphones, anything basically that can communicate to the outside world via cell signal or Wi-Fi.
Great, show me how it works.
Okay. So, like I said, imagine you're having a stroke and you're at home. Okay.
Sure.
So I'm EMS. I'm on the scene. So a couple of pieces of information that I enter into the platform. I select my closest appropriate facility, my at-patient, scene departure, distance, and ETA. So your distance and ETA are auto-calculated using GPS location. That lets the hospital know how far out we are when we alert them. The required information is a first and last name. There's other optional information like age, gender, height, and weight. And then you can also add a contact. So if there's a witness to a stroke, this is vital information for the receiving facility. When we add a contact, this enables the doctor or the nurse at the receiving facility to exchange information with the witness and really get a clear picture of what's going on. So in the stroke world, what I have to know is when you were last seen normal. So after I enter when you were last seen well, I can alert the hospital that you're coming. Before I do this, I can add any stroke score that I want. So the way stroke care is evolving right now is we want EMS to be able to identify not only if you're having a stroke, but the severity of your stroke. So we can use stroke scales such as the RACE score or the Cincinnati Pre-Hospital Stroke Scale or multiple others. We can enter that score, and now when we alert the hospital, that score comes with it.
All right.
And so with the touch of a button, when I alert the hospital, this goes off to whoever's taking that ambulance report. What this does is eliminate the need for the radio report. I'm going to go ahead and kill that for a second. And so what that does, it gives me instant notification on my device that the hospital received my alert. So it's closed loop, two-way communication, so I know that they got the information that I sent.
And then what happens once the hospital activates the case?
So from then, the hospital activates the case the same way that EMS alerted the hospital. We no longer need pagers and phones and phone calls to communicate back and forth. We all communicate using this platform all the way through definitive care for that patient, whatever that may be. When the case is over, they then stop the case. So however we stop the case, if we give a medication or do an intervention, and EMS gets instant notification and instant feedback. So that's a big thing in the EMS world. Sometimes it's difficult for us to do. What this means, there's no phone calls to the hospital to check on our patient. It comes straight to our device. And what that does is provide one source of truth so everyone can document using the same times.
Sounds like a great product. Where can we send people to go learn more information?
They can go to pulsera.com And all of our information is there, including contact information and demo videos.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having us
All
here.
right. Thank you.
you.